Hello everyone. Previously we had discussed about the prototype pattern. So today we'll be discussing about the decorator pattern. So what does decorator pattern does? Basically, let's see. So the decorator pattern dynamically adds behaviors or responsibilities to an object without modifying its structure, which is very important, right? So I'll just tell the same thing again. Let's hear this and let's try to implement, or let's try to see the same thing with a very simple example. So the decorator pattern dynamically adds the behaviors or responsibilities to an object without modifying its structure, right? So let's go with a very simple example, adding features to a basic user. So again, I'm telling we are just going with a simple example, nothing but we'll be adding the features to a basic user. First, let's go with the decorator pattern. I'll just be creating the class user here. We are adding the features to the basic user, right? Let me create the class user first. So within this one, let's add the constructor. Within the constructor, let me pass the name, this one. What do you call? The parameter name. Let's initialize name to name here. We have initialized the username here. So I'll just come out of this one. Let me give here, let me pass the method get details here. So within the get details method, we will just return the username. I'll just give here return this dot name. I hope this is fine. Let me come out of this user class and completely. So let me create a function, new function name. I'll just name this one add role, right? So I'll just come here. Let me give here add role. Within this, let me pass the parameters user and role. So within the function, what I'll just be first thing I'll be doing here is I'll just add the role property to the user. In this case, I'll just give user.role. As I've said, we'll be adding the role property to the user. After adding the role property to the user, let's preserve the original method. So to preserve the original method, I'll just take the new variable name. I'll just give here let original. Um, Let me go with get details here. Let me assign this one to the user dot get details, right? So we are just preserving the old method, original method here. So after this, let's finally go with the decorate method. We are going with the decorator pattern itself, right? Let's finally go with the decorate method here. I'll just come here. Let me give user dot get details. So here, let me call the function. So within the function, what I'll do, let me return something within the strings, or let me make use of this one, template literals here. Within the flower brackets, I'll just pass the original get details that I have written here, and let me make use of call here. Within this one, we'll be making use of this keyword, right? So after this, we have to, let's display the role as well here. Let me give here this role. I'll just give here this dot role. This is fine. Finally, this is nothing but the decorate method. Let me come out of this one, this function entirely. Finally, let's go with the usage. So I'll just give here, let me make use of the user variable. So here I'll just give new user. So we have to pass something, we have to pass the user, right? So we have to pass something within the strings. In my case, I'll just go with the Bharadwaj. So next, let's add the admin role to the user, right? So we have the add role method here. We have to add something, add the role to the user, right? So let's just add the admin here. Let's pass user first, and here let's add the admin, which is fair, right? So we have just added the admin role to the user. Finally, I'll just come here. Let's quickly log the details. So I'll just give here console log user dot get details here. This is fine. I hope this is completely fine. The output that we need to get here is Bharadwaj and the role is admin, right? So the role we have passed here is admin, you can clearly see. And for the user, we are passing the Bharadwaj. So while we log user.get details, we have to get this one. User name that we need to get here is Bharadwaj, and a role, this one we have to get admin, right? So I hope the concept is pretty clear here. Again, during the explanation, I had said that decorator pattern dynamically add the behaviors and or the responsibilities to an object, right? Without modifying its structure. So we are not modifying anything here, but we are adding the behaviors or the responsibilities to an object here, right? Clearly, you can see in this example. So I'll just quickly format this one, format the document. Yeah, now let's try to run the code. So let's see whether we get the desired output or not. So I'll just leave here node. What's this one name? Decorator pattern dot js. So what happened here? So yeah, sorry. Here I have misspelled the decorator. Let me give here decorator. So yeah, now you can clearly see here. User Bharadwaj we are getting here. You can clearly see here, right? Role admin. So which is absolutely correct. That's what we are logging here, right? User.get details. So user we need to get here as Bharadwaj, which we have got, and the role that we have passed here is admin within the string. So we need to get the role as admin, because here within the get details method here, wherever here, yeah, here we can clearly see here role, we have given role here. So the role we are getting here as admin, right? So role, this one role, within this one we have passed this dot role, nothing but the admin we have passed here. So the output that we have got here is Bharadwaj, nothing but the name and the role admin, which is absolutely correct. So I hope the concept of decorator pattern is completely clear. Next we will be discussing about the strategy pattern. For now, this is it. Thanks for watching, guys.